Hi everybody, happy Passover. So one of the questions that's always been at the back of my mind every single year, but I've never really given it much thought, and it came to the forefront of my mind through discussion with friends and family this year, is the question of when did Moses actually discover who he really was? That he was an Israelite, that he was not a prince of Egypt, or at least he wasn't born into the Egyptian royal family. And I'm willing to be corrected on this if you guys know, but as far as I can see, it doesn't seem to be clear when he was told who he was. We know that he was saved by Pharaoh's daughter and raised in the palace, and he was nursed by his own mother in the palace, but maybe he wasn't mature enough to realize that this was his mother. So at what point did he realize? And it seems that the Torah is actually pretty ambiguous about this until the moment when the burning bush event occurs and Moses stands there before the burning bush and God tells him that it's his job to lead the Jewish people out of Egypt. And so it seems to me that there's a bit of almost like an identity question, identity crisis that's going on with Moses. Like, who actually is he? Is he an Egyptian? Is he a Jew? What is he? And in the end, he finds his own personal identity. And that's what's happening. It's ultimately, he casts his lot with the Jewish people, but that's a process, that's a journey that happens. But it seems that was the moment, that moment of the burning bush, when he really decides and it's clear who he is and what God wants him to be, which is to be the leader of the Jewish people and to side with them. And I guess part of the message that we can take from this is that all of us have questions of identity. Who are we? What do we want to be? And sometimes it's okay to have mixed identities and to be a bit of both. One of the reasons he was meant to have grown up in the palace is so that he would feel comfortable speaking to kings. And so mixed identities are fine. But the question is, who are we when push comes to shove? And I'm not just talking about national or ethnic identities, I'm also talking about what kind of person we wish to be. And I think the answer to that can be found in what Rabbi Sachs said, which is that our purpose can be found where what we're good at and what we want to do in life meets what needs to be done. That is where we can all have our own burning bush moment, where you think to yourself, what am I good at? What do I care about? What gets me going? And how can I use that to be of service to the world? That's what Moses experienced when he had his burning bush moment. He was told by God, this is what I need of you. And he pushed back a bit. He didn't think he'd have the talents, but God reassured him he did have those talents. And so too, we can feel the same way about whatever skills and dreams we have. Use them to better yourself and to better the world. And in that sense, you can find your true identity. I'm Ollie Annisfeld and you're watching JTV.